It's a project under the umbrella of Friends of the Beach Parks. So it's basically creating a garden on city lands. We're creating a site for people to see how their food is grown, and especially for kids to see this process, and for it not just to be something that people distance themselves from, which is so easy to get into when food's readily available for us in many different varieties at grocery stores. It's a sort of informal education for the public and bringing awareness to something that is really crucial to human health. This project took about 8 months to initiate. We did a Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, which proved to be quite successful. We worked really closely with our councillor, Mary Margaret McMahon, as well Solomon Boyer from the City of Toronto, who's the Community Gardens supervisor. Our park supervisor, Stuart Slesser, has been also very helpful with getting the garden secure in a site for us, and also helping us with the cost of various materials such as soil or our 5 circular planters. We formed a steering committee of 7 people with many different talents and skills from across the beach neighborhood, some environmentalists, some with great urban agricultural knowledge, representatives from Evergreen, and people with various creative skills. So it's been a great mesh of talents putting this project together. 6 of our beds go towards the Glen Roads Food Bank. 1 bed goes towards the Beaches Recreation Center's cooking camp, and then 1 bed is a free food bed for the public.
Our first bed was the children's garden, because we intended on educating a lot of the youth in the area about where food comes from, and as a group we all think that's really important. So we planted some community food garden beds to support one of the local food banks. We planted those beds with a lot of lettuce and greens, which that community actually identified as really lacking in their donations already. And so that we could include the rest of the community in the harvest, we created a community snack bed. So we're hoping that everybody who walks by and wants to help themselves to our garden will do so. We also paid a little bit of an homage to the original native inhabitants of the area and plant what they call the 3 sisters. That's corn, beans, and squash. And then the 4th sister, sunflowers. It was important to a lot of us to acknowledge the land that we're sharing here.
What we put together was a very practical method towards gardening. What they're called are sub-irrigated raised beds, or wicking beds. We water through the top of a PVC pipe. It goes down into this large snaking tube, which is perforated, and from there the water is wicked out and moved towards the soil. And the soil has a natural ability to wick up the water into the plant root system. This encourages maximum growth for the plants, and it's quite a simple system to put together and very effective, especially in places like Australia or California where there might be a drought problem. This is very effective and saves a lot in terms of watering. We also mix that up with some top-down watering. Volunteers come and help out with the watering, basically water with a watering can that we set them up with a rain barrel. So it's really getting the community involved in the maintenance. We think that's also important to get people feeling like they have a part in the project.
Check us out on Facebook. We are Friends of the Beach Parks, and this is the Beach Community Edible Garden. You can also visit our website at beachcommunitygarden.wix.com/grow.